It was in that moment the truth hit me. My husband hadn't died at all. This so-called brother-in-law was none other than my husband, Wendell, in disguise. I clenched my fists, fighting the trembling of my body as I sent a message to my brother, who works in a covert government agency overseas. Brother, help me stage an accident. If Wendell can fake his death, so can I. Let's give him a taste of his own medicine. Even after sending the message, my hands wouldn't stop shaking. Inside, their conversation continued.
Do you really think this is fair to Aileen? If it weren't for the baby, she would have followed you to the grave. She's like a ghost. She can't eat. She can't sleep. Even I feels heartbroken watching her like this.
Wendell let out a deep sigh.
But Ivy only has 6 months. This is her last wish. I can't let her down. As for Aileen, I'll have the rest of my life to make it up to her. Don't worry, Mom.
It felt like a giant hand had gripped my heart, squeezing until the pain reached every corner of my body. I could barely breathe. I staggered back to my room, collapsing to my knees just as my phone rang. It was my brother.
What's wrong, Aileen? What happened? Wasn't Wendell supposed to be dead?
I wanted to respond, but the moment I opened my mouth, tears fell uncontrollably. Yes, as far as the world knew, Wendell was dead. I understood my brother's confusion. Even I couldn't have imagined that my husband would fake his death, and all for another woman. Even though I couldn't speak, my brother seemed to pick up on my silence.
I'll send a plane the night after tomorrow. I'll take care of everything else.
When the call ended, I stayed frozen in place, still clutching the phone. That's when a soft knock came at the door. Outside stood my so-called brother-in-law, Wendell, holding a glass of milk.
What's wrong, Aileen? Why are you sitting on the floor? Are you crying again? Are you missing Wendell?
Ever since his return in this disguise, he had been incredibly kind to me, acting the part of a grieving older brother-in-law, as if I really were his late younger brother's widow. I quickly locked my phone and forced a smile. I'm fine, just a little stomach discomfort. I lost my balance, that's all. Wendell finally let out a breath of relief, placing the glass of warm milk to the side. He carefully helped me up from the floor.
This little one is already being stubborn. When he's born, his uncle is going to have a serious talk with him. Come on now, drink the milk I warmed up for you and get some rest. Don't overthink things. If Wendell were watching from above, he wouldn't be at ease seeing you like this.
The moment he mentioned that name, I couldn't hold it in any longer. I lifted my head, stared him straight in the eye. Are you really not Wendell? He froze for a second, then smiled gently as he patted my head.
Don't be silly. How could I be Wendell? Now drink your milk and get some sleep. Tomorrow I'll go with you for the prenatal checkup. Discomfort during pregnancy is no small matter. This is the only bloodline Wendell left in this world. I have to make sure he arrives safely.
I lowered my eyes, unable to bear the false concern in his gaze any longer. Please leave. I'm tired and need to rest. When I heard the soft sound of the door closing, the tears I had been holding in all night finally surged out. I first met Wendell at a freshman meet up in university. He fell in love with me at first sight and pursued me relentlessly. Naturally, we fell in love. 2 years after graduation, Wendell gave me an extravagant proposal. I still remember. The fireworks filled the sky, reflecting in his eyes. His gaze was even more captivating than the fireworks themselves. During the wedding planning, I discovered I was pregnant. At the time, Wendell looked at me with such anticipation.
The baby came at the perfect time. He's here to celebrate Mom and Dad's marriage. Aileen, I'm the happiest man in the world.
But to this day, I still don't understand why Wendell, who had cherished me for 6 years, chose to cheat, even going so far as to fake his death to avoid our wedding. The next morning, Wendell knocked on my door.
Aileen, today's your check-up day. Have you gotten ready?
Ryan, I'm feeling a little unwell today. Can you stay home and keep me company?
Did you forget to take your medicine again? If you're not feeling well, lie down in bed. Don't get up and move around. What if you faint? Sorry, Aileen, your sister-in-law is not feeling well. I might not be able to go with you to the hospital. Don't worry, the driver is waiting outside. He'll take you to the hospital safely. I've already arranged everything with the doctor. Just go straight there.
I closed my eyes, trying to hold back the tears that were threatening to spill over. When I opened them again, I didn't miss the brief, smug expression that flashed across Ivy's face. Without saying a word, I nodded and turned, walking straight out of the door. The sound of the door closing echoed in my ears. I instinctively cradled my belly as the tears finally spilled, falling hard and fast. The driver arrived promptly and took me to the hospital, where I underwent all the necessary tests under the doctor's instructions. Wendell had previously instructed the driver and doctor to keep an eye on me. If I didn't come to the hospital, he'd start asking questions. Sitting on a bench in the hospital, I looked down at the ultrasound report in my hands. In the black and white image, there was a tiny, peanut-sized circle. The doctor said that it was my baby. but I couldn't accept it. My child had an unfaithful father. I wiped away my tears harshly and booked an appointment at another hospital. This was Fleming family's private hospital. And if I had surgery here, Wendell would definitely find out. I called the driver and told him I wanted to shot myself, asking him to go back without me. I hid behind the hospital gate until the driver's car disappeared from my view, then I walked out and hailed a cab to another hospital. Just before I entered the operating room, a video message arrived on my phone. The video was half an hour long, and in it, Wendell was completely out of control, a side of him I had never seen before. In the 6 years we'd been together, Wendell had always been gentle. Even in bed, he was always careful not to hurt me. It turned out he wasn't naturally composed, but simply that the one who could ignite his passion was never me. I torturously watched the video, wanting to see this unfamiliar side of Wendell. I didn't know how long I stared. "Miss Aileen, are you all right? It's time for you to enter the operating room." I hadn't even realized it, but as the video played, I was crying harder and harder. When the nurse spoke to me, I realized I was shaking all over, my hand trembling uncontrollably as I held the phone. And what was even more shameful, I discovered, was that I still loved Wendell, even now. He wasn't an object that could be discarded when broken, nor was he just a friend to be cut off when unhappy. He was a living, breathing person, my lover for 6 whole years, and my love for him had become an instinct deep in my bones. For 6 years, everyone said that Wendell loved me like his life, but how had I treated him? Hadn't I also devoted myself to him for these 6 years? It wasn't until this moment that I realized, how could I let go? I truly couldn't. Thinking about the fetal heartbeat I had heard during the check-up earlier, I wiped my tears fiercely. I took a deep breath and decided to give both my child and Wendell one last chance. Clenching my phone tightly, I dialed Wendell's number. "Can you come over? I need to talk to you."
Eileen, I've still got something to do here. Let the driver take you home and we can talk when you get back.
A muffled grunt followed, and then the call ended, replaced by the mechanical beeping of the phone. We were both adults, so I knew exactly what Wendell was doing on the other end of the line. After a moment of shock, I looked up at the nurse waiting beside me. "It's fine now. I'm ready for the surgery. In 24 hours I will end all of this completely. Wendell, I will repay you for all the pain you have inflicted upon me."
The driver said you went shopping after your checkup. Why didn't you bring anything back? Didn't you find anything you liked? What happened? Eileen, why are your eyes so swollen? Have you been crying? Did you think about Wendell again during your checkup today? It's all right. The baby in your belly is Wendell's child. It's a kind of connection. By the way, didn't you say you wanted to talk to me about something?
I studied Wendell's features carefully. He was still as handsome as before, his eyes full of my reflection. Just like in the video Ivy had sent this afternoon, I lowered my gaze, avoiding his eyes. "It's nothing. I just wanted to ask if there's anything you wanted me to bring back." Wendell's shoulders seemed to relax, as if a huge weight pressing down on him was lifted.
Then you should go rest. You've had a long day and must be tired.
I nodded without responding further to Wendell, heading straight to my room. I must have been truly exhausted. As soon as my head hit the pillow, I fell asleep. In a daze, I felt as though I saw the 18-year-old Wendell again.
Eileen, I really like you. Would you be my girlfriend? Don't worry, I will always be good to you.
I couldn't tell if it was the sunset that day, so intoxicating, or the sincerity in his eyes that moved me. That day, for reasons I couldn't explain, I nodded in response. When I woke up, it was already daylight. Since hearing about Wendell's death, I hadn't slept this soundly in days. I was still sitting on the bed in a daze when the door to my room opened, and Ivy walked in. "Do you know why I sent you that video yesterday? Did you really think he was Wendell's brother, and that I'm your so-called sister-in-law?" I didn't answer her, but I couldn't help but laugh bitterly at my own foolishness. When I first heard about Wendell's accident, I was severely shocked. And because of the pregnancy, I had fainted from the physical strain. When I woke up, my mother-in-law told me that Wendell's body had already been cremated. They even used my pregnancy as an excuse not to let me attend his funeral. Everything pointed to the fact that Wendell's death was suspicious. But for those 6 years, Wendell and I were regarded as the model couple. He had always treated me so well that I never once suspected he might lie to me, especially not to avoid marriage. Then suddenly, his brother who had been working in foreign appeared. Although I was often in a haze, I never thought of the possibility that Wendell had faked his death. It wasn't until I overheard a conversation between Wendell and my mother-in-law that I realized they had told me a huge lie. Women understand women better, don't they? Yesterday, when you were about to go for your check-up, I sensed something was off with you. Sure enough, you already know the truth. I'm sure you're dying to know why Wendell cheated, why he even faked his death to be with me. Do you know what he said about you behind your back? He said you were boring, that after being with you for so long, even making love felt like a routine. But with me, it's different. I can always make him feel so good, you know? He said I'm his most beautiful pearl, and that foreign women have more charm. My heart began to race, and a fiery anger swelled up inside me, threatening to explode.
Hey everyone, you can't skip the rest of this series. Here are 5 unmissable reasons. First, will Eileen's brother help her stage that revenge accident? Second, is Ivy's terminal illness a lie to trap Wendell? Third, does Aileen keep her baby or not? Fourth, how does Wendell react when he learns Aileen knows the truth? Fifth, what's the real secret behind Ivy's hold on Wendell? Every episode has jaw-dropping twists. Head back to the home page now to watch all episodes.